Alright, hello everyone. Thank you for watching this video where I would be talking a little bit about negative SEO and how it relates to the overall online marketing tactics, right? So, as most of you might be aware, Google recently came out with the Penguin update. For the most part, from what I have seen, it has been pretty much of a nightmare, right? We've seen spammy websites at the top. We've seen blank sites ranking at the top as well for really competitive keywords, right? So it's probably not the best algorithmic change that we've seen, but what can we do, right? The only thing we can do is try to make our websites better and remove the spammy links. Which brings us to another important point. Does negative SEO exist? And it actually does, no matter what anyone else tells you. 2 years ago, or maybe even till the last 3 months, negative SEO used to be really difficult to practice because the bad links that your site was supposedly getting, they were discounted, right? And they never resulted in a penalty for the target domain, right? Unless someone really goes crazy with the backlinking of spammy links, and then it's something different, right? That used to be kind of an exception, but now things are getting really complicated, right? So as you can see over here, I'm on SEObook.com, right? And Aaron Wall actually has this article regarding Google bowling, negative SEO and outing, right? And the basic idea about this article is that Google has made the algorithm really complicated. It now is less efficient than it was before, right? Because at least before, you never used to see a blank domain ranking at the top, right? So that's a dead giveaway that the algorithm is not nowhere near perfect. But here's another thing: it actually promotes negative SEO, which can be really difficult to cure. If your website is target for negative SEO practices, you might find it really difficult to remove the links because you never do have the access to those bad links, right? And this is exactly what Google has been indirectly promoting, because they have penalized webmasters for overly aggressive link building tactics, which are using pretty much the same or similar anchored texts, right? The problem here is that the anchor texts are not in your control, right? Anyone can go and do an external blast on your website using the exact same anchor text, and that would raise red flags for your website, and that creates a problem. Will you be able to remove the million backlinks? No, you cannot, and that really creates a problem for your site. Now, I personally do not think that this will continue for a long time, because it just leaves a lot of vulnerabilities as far as Google is concerned, as far as webmasters are concerned. And if this keeps on happening, Google might lose their market share, and these kind of practices might give rise to Bing or Yahoo or Bing search engines, and they might become more mainstream, or we might even be able to see a new search engine come in and gain market share, right? So this is kind of silly on Google's part, allowing people to do successfully undertake black hat tactics, negative SEO tactics. So I personally think these kind of tactics are short-lived, because once again, Google would never leave such a huge market share by doing something so stupid, right? So that's one of the main arguments. But if you do ask other people, they would say that Google has deliberately enabled negative SEO because they want people to use more AdWords, right? So once people sign up for AdWords, they're paying Google directly for their advertising, so that does in fact increase Google's profits. But the problem here is that with Google bowling and negative SEO, if they make negative SEO a bit too easy, the problem here is that the search engine results get really cluttered up. There are horrible results at the top, right? So, and they are indirectly promoting spam, right? So the very thing that they were trying to get rid of, they're promoting it even more, because with these kind of tactics, if an SEO company is able to successfully practice negative SEO, I mean, that's a game changer, right? Spam, it becomes more mainstream. You'd be able to de-rank websites like this, so that probably is not where Google is heading, because it's self-defeating. No one would really do that to their own website. Google on a large scale ideally would not allow other webmasters to just kill their competition by pointing spammy links towards them. So it should never be that easy. And I personally believe that in a couple of months, Google will be able to see the flaws in the current algorithm, the Penguin update, and would be doing something to rectify this situation. Otherwise, we would see more blank websites at the top, right? We would see really crappy sites near the top, because the decent websites that were ranking at the top in the beginning before the update have been penalized for over optimization, right? So these kind of things will probably not continue. We do see a trend towards more utilization of more social signals in the long term, and I personally do see negative SEO being toned down, because that would be a disaster for the for online marketing as it is, and for Google as well, because who wants to Google something and see a blank website at the top, right? That's a dead giveaway that the search engine is broken, the algorithm is broken. So there's nothing to worry about. If you are one of the SEO companies, or if you are one of the mainstream, or even a small business owner who has been taken down by the update, whose website has tanked, and who's thinking about getting like making sure your competition does not benefit from the update either, right? And if you want to spam them to get them ranked lower, please don't do that, because you might get them ranked lower for a couple of months, and then what goes around comes around. It's kind of a karma thing, so you probably would want to steer clear of it. Even though it is a little easy to practice negative SEO after this update, once again, it's probably not worth the hassle, and it can come and bite you in the long run, right? So once again, very temporary. That's what I personally think, right? Negative SEO is probably not going to be here for years to come, right? Because that's self-defeating. And please do not practice negative SEO on your competitors, because then it's a whole, first of all, it's a karma thing. Second of all, if their rankings decline in their sense, someone has Google bombed them, they would retaliate, right? And you don't want that to happen, right? In this arrangement, the only organization that benefits is Google itself. So don't do that, okay? And once again, it's not on the other hand, I just want to emphasize that it's not that negative SEO is so simple that you just pay someone $10 and you'll get another competitor's website blasted. It really depends. If you're looking at an aged domain, a 10-year-old, even a 5-year-old domain with a decent backlink profile, it's probably very difficult to make it rank lower by spamming it, right? So it's not a piece of cake, right? If on the other hand, yes, it's a 3 day old domain, it's different. It's very easy for anyone to sandbox that site, but then again, you're not benefiting, so you probably don't want to do that. Okay, so thank you. I hope you got something valuable out of this video, and I hope the negative SEO tactics that some of the firms are really promoting, they get locked down because of the next algorithmic update. We don't want negative SEO to go mainstream, because no one really earns anything out of it, and it creates a lot of hassle. Alright, so if you have any comments or questions, do let us know, okay? And we will get back to you. Thanks so much.